So I'm on this video right here about RDC World 1, and they kept coming up in my recommendations for different videos, and I was like, okay, so I finally clicked on one, and this one is called How Popeyes Be Training Their Employees. And so I'm watching the video. The video was pretty damn funny, so I'll leave a link to it in the description. Um, so then, I'm going down here in the comment section like I always do when I'm reading comments, right? And then I come across this one right here. Where it says, this gives us Chick-fil-A employees extreme anxiety. Now, there's nothing wrong with that comment. They were probably trying to be funny. But here you go with the null and voids, and I'm going to talk about what I mean by that, these null and voids on YouTube. And you see them in a lot of comment sections, right? So, the first thing I said was, I wish this was longer. This is the first video I seen from this channel. Their stuff keep popping up in my recommendations, and I wondered why. I said this was fire. I subscribed. And then I said, with the way some irate drive-through customers like to behave, this is the way employees need to talk to them in real life, real talk. So then I said somebody was joking about their comment, and here come these fucking, I really want to say another word, but it would be highly disrespectful. So I'm just going to say something else. These null and voids, that's what we're going to call them. These null and voids, all right? That are absent-minded. It's like their mind is just shut off. Here they come saying this, talking about Chick-fil-A. A person called a socialist channel, yeah, that sounds really good, says a fascist restaurant such as Chick-fil-A that hires college kids but not very many Mexicans, while most other fast food chains gives me extreme anxiety. Gives me extreme anxiety. You can't even fucking talk. Okay? Null and void. It gives me extreme anxiety knowing that the bigoted shitheads behind the counter are transphobes, so they're afraid of transgenders, transsexuals. That's what they're afraid of them? Wow, I didn't know you could be afraid of something like that. But it says so. The bigoted shitheads behind the counter are transphobes and work for a company that finds against LGBT people, so they hate homosexuals. How are they still in business? Fucking bigoted little shitheads. Too good for McDonald's. Funny how the restaurants that hire white kids actually work in fast food are the two hyper-Christian fashy restaurants. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? You see what I'm talking about these null and voids in the comment section? They piss me off, right? So I come and I say to the socialist channel, Marxist, fascist, socialist, communist, capitalist, far right, white nationalist, which really means white supremacist. It's just a new word that people use. It's what non-blacks use to describe white supremacists so they can push their little feminist and LGBT agenda against white heterosexual men and silence and censor them. That's what white nationalist means, just so you know. And I said anti-Semitic, which is anti-Jewish, homophobic, which is you scared of homosexuals because of what they like to do in their bedroom. That makes no sense. I said transphobic, you're scared of someone because they want to pretend that they're the wrong gender and the wrong body and they have a mental illness. So you're afraid of those people. And you're a misogynist, which means you hate women. And you're a racist. Everybody knows what that means. So I said Marxist, fascist, socialist, communist, capitalist, far-right, white nationalist, anti-Semitic, homophobic, transphobic, misogynist, racist. Get the fuck out of here already with that bullshit. That's what GTFOH stands for. Get the fuck out of here. 12 thumbs up, right? Apparently somebody agrees with me. So then I also said, and make heterosexuals a stripe on that LGBT flag while you're at it, or get lost with your heterophobic, intolerant, exclusionary bullshit. Says they want to use fake ass fucking words, okay? Homophobic, transphobic. If you have a criticism of anything, you must be afraid of it, because phobic means you have a phobia. Like arachnophobia is a fear of spiders. Triskaidekaphobia is a fear of the number 13. So we're afraid of something because we have any criticism of the agenda behind it, even if we don't hate those people, right? So I said, you're heterophobic. And the reason why I went there is because this is how it is. This is how it is. If you're going to say anything like that, heterophobic, transphobic, you're going to say somebody's misogynist, you're going to say that, talk about, women being raped or anything like that. If you can't acknowledge the direct opposite of that term that you are using, if you can't acknowledge that a direct opposite exists, then the first does not exist either. It cancels each other out. So we can't acknowledge that there's a such thing as heterophobia, which is a bullshit term, but let's just say, homosexuals that have fear of heterosexuals. As crazy as it sounds, if you can't say that you believe that there's a such thing, then we can't respect that there's a such thing as heterosexuals having homophobia of homosexuals. So they cancel each other out. And that's how it goes with everything else. I won't respect that. So totally disregard it. So here goes the next one. Another fucking null and void, right? The mer sun bottle. What the fuck, bitch? Talking about some welcome to a perfectly innocent thread. How's it innocent? We're talking about Popeyes workers cursing out customers. And then we're coming here and this person is talking shit. So they say, welcome to a perfectly innocent thread that was turned to shit by two people above me in this thread. They're talking about me and the other person. Welcome to the alt left and the alt right. I can't understand this. What is this? Alt left and alt right is on the Windows keyboard. You hold down alt and you press the arrow. What is this shit? I'm not political. I hate politics. But okay, you want to label me? Go right ahead. Assuming that every person that works at a Chick-fil-A is somehow a xenophobe. What the fuck is that? They're afraid of xylophones? It's absolutely idiotic to assume this, and acting like you know how many Mexicans a company hires and just assuming the reasons for that is beyond stupid. And then attacking that person by going overboard. And did you just demand a stripe be added to the LGBT flag for heterosexuals? Have a stripe added to the flag? Yes, I fucking did. Yes, I fucking did. And let me go into a little detail. I've been doing this on my videos. Listen, if they're so loving and tolerant in the agenda, the LGBT agenda, because that's what it is with that big ass country-sized flag, what other group of people or community or belief system has a fucking country-sized flag to back it? We're talking about someone's sexual preferences, who they like to fuck. Why do we need a country-sized flag to represent that? Answer me that, okay? Okay? And it is exclusionary of heterosexuals, and it is being infiltrated into the schools to turn our little boys into little girls. That's what all the fake news you're seeing about all of the 11-year-olds they're targeting. It's always below the age of puberty, which is 12. That's pedophilia and fake news. That's why I said add a stripe. They want to show us that they're so loving and tolerant. Add a fucking stripe for heterosexuals, period. I don't have anything against homosexuals or transgenders. If that's what you want to do, I don't care about who you want to fuck or who you want to call yourself or who you want to pretend like you are. But when you want to push agendas in the black community and on heterosexual men, period, even whites and other races and stuff like that, and then you want to be exclusionary, meaning if you don't bow down to their beliefs of the LGBT agenda, they will fuck your career up, they will silence you on social media, they will ruin your life. How is that tolerant? How is that loving? Okay? Add a stripe. That's right, I said it. Sorry for the rant, but I had to make myself clear about that subject. So to continue this person comment, they said it's literally just a rainbow. Bitch, no, it's not. It stopped being a rainbow a long time ago. They hijacked that. If you display that rainbow anywhere, people automatically assume that you are gay. Plain and simple, because that's what it's associated with. They did that, not us. The agenda people that's pushing that. So I said, and it's LGBT. She says it's LGBT meant to represent sexual minority. Did you see that? Whoa, let me back up. She said it's LGBT meant to represent sexual minorities. Sexual minorities. You see how they hijacked the civil rights movement? There's your proof. What the fuck is a sexual minority? Minorities is talking about different races and ethnicities and communities, usually having to do with civil rights and certain rights and affirmative action. What the fuck is a sexual minority? Okay, so they say that's like saying, hey, can you add white to the NAACP? They said that's like saying, hey, can you add white to the NAACP? If you don't, you're intolerant. They do know that the NAACP was started by Jewish people, right? It's either Jewish or white, I'm not totally sure, but they were started by non-blacks. I guess they don't know that. So to move on, the person says, don't be these people, don't be retarded, be normal. The way you're talking is normal to you, talking about sexual minorities, that sounds normal to you? See what I'm talking about these fucking null and voids, and then this person, you can read the comment talking about, they to be fair, they worked at a Chick-fil-A and blah, 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 whatever. All right. So Like I said, you can pause to read these comments that I'm not reading if you want to read them. And somebody said, I'm mad, and I'm mad about what? And it's funny how if you don't agree with somebody, you're automatically labeled as a bunch of shit. So I came back and I said to this person, the second person that was talking about two people who were in the comment section, I said, you're on the comment section for a video that is talking about Popeyes employees cursing out customers. There was nothing innocent about it. Just because someone doesn't say things that you would like them to say, you immediately want to put labels on them like every other idiot on here that does that. I'm not even into politics, so I don't know what the fuck left wing, right wing, alt left, and alt right even are. Last time I checked, alt right is something on a Windows keyboard. But since you want to go there, I am a white nationalist, Nazi apologist, white supremacist, misogynist, homophobic, transphobic Trump supporter, and just an all-around general asshole. I'm whatever you want me to be. And of course, they tried to come back and say something. I don't give a fuck what they have to say. I'm not even going to read it. So I'll leave a link to this video. You'll see the same comments if you want to read their responses. This is my thing, and I've been saying this. When you say, if you're an asshole, especially a null and void, a fucking mind absent person like this, when you say something stupid and I respond, and then you say something else and I respond, I'm done. I'm done with the conversation. We're not going to go back and forth. You see these so-called triggered fucking mentally ill people that are in the comment section that are, politics is all they think about all day, and Trump is all they think about all day, and, extreme and far left, and they're mentally gone. It's obvious that they have a mental issue, and I'm not going to go back and forth. I said what I had to say, and I don't care anything else about what anybody has to say. They have a free speech, a free voice. They can say whatever they want and keep on talking. They're going to be talking to themselves. And if they want to feel like they won the conversation and thumb up their own comments, you ask me if I give two fucks. I'm done with this thread, and I'm not going any further, and I'm not coming back to it to read any responses, because they said what they had to say, and I said what I had to say, and we're finished. But I'm going to start doing videos on these null and void ass brain dead people. It's really something else. I'm going to start doing videos about these people doing this.